¿Qué lo que? Hello, guys. Hola, mi gente. ¿Cómo están? Today is the first live of the year, the first live of 2025. El primer en vivo del año 2025. ¿Cómo se sienten? Me siento súper bien. Súper contento y feliz de estar acá con ustedes. I'm like super excited to be here. Like, this is super exciting. Let me see. Should we notify some people to come in? Hello, guys. It's 2025. How are you guys feeling today? What's been going on? How did you guys spend your New Year's? Um, Let me see. Aziel, hola, ¿cómo estás? I ended up emailing you back. I sent you an email back. I don't know if you got it or not. Sleeping, really sleeping. I hope you got a lot of rest, and that you're pumped up and ready for the new year. I spent mine last night. I went to like see this ball thing or whatever they had it down here in Dallas. It was super fun. Había mucha gente, muchos hispanohablantes. Cada parte de ese lugar había gente que estaban hablando español, literally everywhere, all up and down that place. It was just a lot of Spanish. It was pretty great. I actually had a great time. Um, had a really good time. Azriel, sí, yo te respondí. I responded to you in the Feliz Año Nuevo a todos. Hey, ¿cómo estás? Happy New Year's. If you guys hear any like rocan, like if you guys hear any like snoring, those are the puppies, the dogs. They're asleep. Um, yeah, so if you're in the chat, hello, I'm sending you guys a lot of saludos, greetings, greetings, greetings. Shout outs to all you guys who are in the live today. I'm probably going to be on here for about 40-ish minutes. Hola, hola. Hey, hello, hello. How are you? Let me check my email right quick. Yes, you can check your email. I did email you back. Um, how was you guys? Año Nuevo, New Year's. How was you guys New Year's? Feliz Año Nuevo. Hey, que lo que? Um, I thank you guys so much for showing up every time I come on here. Like, this is crazy. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. So it's the new year, and I hope that you guys have some new language learning goals, language learning plans for Spanish. I hope if you're in here that you take the step and you come up here and practice some Spanish, get some Spanish practice in. That'll be super dope, super cool. And also just to have conversation, just to talk. I would love to speak with a lot of you guys who support me. It's always really nice to read you guys' comments, but it would be even better to talk with you guys. Um, a question that I wanted to ask that I had in my mind as I was thinking about coming on here today was you guys learning a language or whatever the case may be, how does that like what new perspectives are you guys gaining from like learning a different language? Let me see. Let's see. Has learning a different language like changed you guys' perspective? Is I don't see it. That's I don't know why. I sent you one. I replied to your email. Um I'm not sure what happened as to why you didn't get it. Because you have your email right here. I don't want to show it, but I have your email right here. I ended up responding to you. Um, I'll probably send you another email soon. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I will resend you one. Um, hold on. But yes, that is the question that I have. How have you guys' perspective changed from since learning a different language or learning Spanish? Is one that I'm really curious to know. Okay, no worries. Sounds good. Yeah, no worries. It'll be great. We'll figure out a way to get you up here for sure. Um, I'm trying to also figure out a lot of people's schedules. As to who's going to be up here when. Because I don't mind coming up here by myself. I really don't like to, but I don't mind coming up here by myself. But I'd rather have people up here with me. And a lot of them are just, it's a new year. They're busy with work and stuff like that. But they're gonna be here. Trust me. And I can't wait. to have them. And any of you guys here in the comments watching, you guys can come up here as well. Um, do you guys? I wish it shows me who's in here. It doesn't show me. It just shows me how many people are watching. It doesn't show me at all like who's all in here. Um, I guess in the meantime, I can answer some questions that you guys may have. Um, and then I sent the link to a few people, so if they end up joining, great. If not, I guess we could just have some conversation here. Let me see. A lot of these comments are like coming slow, and I don't know why. Oh, so again, if you're in the chat, let me know down below. What is some of you guys like language learning goals that you guys have for the new year starting off? I'm really curious to know. Let me see. And so I'm thinking as well. So like I said, I already have like the live pretty much structured the way that I want it to be, and having it go the way that I want it to go. And so I'm thinking it's actually going to start probably next week on Monday. Are you still learning Korean? Passively learning, not actively learning. So like listening to like Korean music or like watching a K drama or something like that, yes. But as far as like actually learning, not really. I think the reason being is because it's really not that it's super difficult, but it's not as easy to find Koreans where I'm at versus like Spanish people, I guess. And so the opportunity doesn't really present itself often for me to use Korean. So it's kind of been having me like kind of unmotivated a little bit. Um, this month will make a year of me teaching myself Spanish, and it's a process. It can be fun and frustrating, but still a long journey. My goal is to improve my speaking skills. Well, congratulations to you. That's really cool. A year of teaching yourself. And yes, it is a long journey, but it is fun. Frustrating, yes. But one thing I've been saying to myself is no matter how hard or difficult something is or frustrating it is, the real question to ask it um is it um is it worth it, right? And so I guess if your answer to that question is yes, then it's worth to keep going and to make it through. Learning a different language is worth it no matter how difficult it may be. And teaching yourself, I went through a self-taught journey myself as well. It was actually really fun for me. There were moments of frustrations, and because you're teaching yourself, you don't really have somebody that can like break it down to you or explain certain things to you, but it makes it fun. I think when you self-taught in a language, it's kind of like putting a puzzle together and like figuring out all the pieces and everything like that on your own. And I think it's really fun. Frustrating for sure, but it's fun. It says understandable. Yeah. I haven't been as motivated to um, learn Korean, but I do want to learn Korean for sure. By the end of it, I want to be able to speak at least 4 or 5 languages. I haven't decided which languages yet, but I know the goal was like four or five languages to speak for sure. Is there anybody else in the chat who's learning, like who's self-teaching themselves, or you guys all like reliant on other things or other people rather? I'm trying to see. I'm thinking next time I come on here, I'll probably give you guys. Someone DM'd me today and was asking me to send them like different YouTube channels and stuff that I used to watch on my journey. And a lot of those resources are still out there. So I'll probably be able to send you guys, well, not send you guys, but like share share that information with you guys so you guys can have that. I'm self-teaching, but just started. Yeah, I think self-teaching is going to be a lot of fun. And also because you just started, and you have us here on the panel, it'll be great. It'll be great. I think there's no better time to start learning Spanish than now, especially me creating a platform like this for people just to come on and it be free. I think it's great. I plan to take language learning more serious, more exposure, create more speaking opportunities. I recently got, let me see, oh, Pimsleur to see what the hype is about. I actually love it. I can't lie. I don't know what Pimsleur is, but I probably will end up checking it out. Is that like a language app or something like that? Is that just for Spanish or what is that? Um, yeah, you definitely should take it more serious. You definitely should. And again, I'm going to keep stating it because it's just the facts. Like I'm here now. So you guys, in terms of like speaking or practicing or anything like that, like I feel like at this point, like at this rate, there's absolutely like zero excuse for you guys to not um like the speaking opportunities are here, you know. The speaking opportunities are here. Language app, I think there's 51 languages. Jesus. I often forget how many languages exist in the world. There's so many. Um, he says facts. Absolutely. Like at this point, like you guys have no excuses not to be getting some practice in at least once or twice a week, right? None at all. And then of course, if you don't ever make a live stream or something like that, I will I will be saving the lives so you guys can always go back. It says que bueno ver a un montón de gente aprendiendo. ¿Verdad que sí? Yo estoy de acuerdo contigo. It's really cool to see a lot of people learning Spanish. Um, it says having this platform is such a great idea, not only for those wanting to improve their Spanish, but also those of us wanting to reconnect with our Latino heritage. Hablaba español cuando era chamaquita. Ay, hablaba español cuando era chamaquita. ¿Y qué pasó? O sea, ¿cómo que hablaba y porque ya no hablas español? I think this is also a great platform because of what I'm noticing is there's a lot of people who look like me who are learning Spanish, and that is so cool because I remember when I was getting on YouTube and I was looking for people who look like me that spoke Spanish as an inspiration for me or as an example, and there was very few. There was like two people or three people, maybe three, that was on YouTube that was teaching Spanish or speaking Spanish or whatever that I found since I live outside of the Spanish speaking countries. And so, yeah, this is really cool. I've been using Duolingo the most, but watching Spanish speaking YouTubers and different channels is a huge help, and especially listening to reggaeton. This has helped me a ton. Absolutely, I agree. Like I said, Duolingo was one of the first apps I started using when I was like 9 or 10 years old, and I absolutely loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. And YouTubers help as well. Yes, I would agree because when you're watching YouTube and they're like, I like to watch vlogs, and when people are vlogging, they're speaking in their everyday like use of vocabulary and all that kind of stuff. And so you're just watching along, but you're learning as you're watching. So that makes it pretty cool. Lamentablemente yo dejé de hablar cuando me mudé a otros estados y mi familia boricua. Happy to find this spot. Happy to have you here, Miss Cassie. It's such an honor. Thank you for stopping by. Um, she says, unfortunately, she stopped speaking Spanish when she moved to a different state without her Puerto Rican family. I'm so sorry to hear that. I wish that there would have been a way for you to keep speaking the language, but I do understand that like you lose what you don't use, and so for that reason, I try to speak Spanish every day because I don't want to lose Spanish. Yes, you love to see it. Also, me too. I think it's really great. Moved from New York to Michigan. My dad's from Puerto Rico. My mom is from no longer had my Puerto Rican family, and there are just about no Black Latinos here in the state. Oh wow. Well, good to have you, Miss Cassie. If you ever want to join the panel, I don't know if you guys have social media, but you could always DM me on Instagram or on TikTok. I'm on TikTok as well. I'm also on Facebook, Demontre Brown, and you guys can just send me a private message asking like, "Hey, I want to join the live. Can you send me a link?" And I'll be able to send you guys the link, and you guys can come on. We can have the same conversations we're having like this on the panel, whatever it is that you guys want to do. Boricua in the house. I'm having Boricua. Hey, saludos a todos los boricuas que están aquí presentes. I love. I really want to go. I'm going to be going to Puerto Rico this year. I don't know which month yet, but I do know I'm going to be going, and I'll probably end up vlogging that for you guys. I think that'll be really cool. Um, Never been to Puerto Rico, but I have a lot of friends from Puerto Rico, and I don't know. Being around them, I feel like I'm in Puerto Rico. I don't know. Wepa. Um, what happens to be you guys like favorite dish from Puerto Rico? Um, mm, and then the other thing I like about this is just the community. Like it's a community. I just love what it's able to do for all of us, right? Not just for me, but for you guys as well. It's really cool experience. And I know over time it's gonna grow. Like I'm never worried about how many people are watching, how many views, how many comments, like that stuff. I don't worry about that. I just worry about like there's like right now you guys are in the comments and talking not only to me but amongst yourselves, and that's all I care about. But I do know with consistency and persistence things will continue to grow, and the good thing about you guys is you guys get to call yourselves OGs, right? So when things do become bigger and more people notice the channel and more faces come, you guys will be considered like the OGs. Arroz con gandules y chuletas. Okay, arroz con gandules. Mofongo. Mofongo, absolutely. I love a great mofongo. I think it's great. One country I really want to go to though is I really want to go to Panama porque mi familia viene de Panama y I don't know, I just feel like una conexión to 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 the country and I just really want to go. Papas rellenas. Papas rellenas. What kind? ¿Rellena de qué? O rellena de papa, sí, me imagino. Um, Let me see. Yeah, I uploaded a video today to my Instagram and to my TikTok. Um, Kind of like promoting the lives and stuff like that. So there should be more people that want to come on or join the chat or join the panel and stuff like that. There's a huge, like, large amount of people who are learning Spanish or wanting to learn Spanish. And so I just know they're gonna come. People are gonna come. Let me see something because I had got a comment today as well. From Miss Cassie. I had seen that she left a comment 37 minutes ago. Did you just find my channel like today? Or did you find it a different day, which your first time commenting was today? Or what was that? Because I just saw the comment today. How did you know when you were ready to start talking with people in Espanol as you were learning the language? Um, so for me, I don't know if you know this or not, Kate Thomas, but I am Panamanian, and my grandmother speaks Spanish, and so as I was learning, I would take what I'm learning and like I would use it with her. I would talk to her first, and then I also went to a bilingual school where there was children who spoke English and Spanish. Like the whole school was bilingual, and so that was just easy access for me to start speaking to people. Even though I didn't know like full Spanish, I would just take what I'm learning and use it immediately. I didn't wait until I knew like a certain amount of vocabulary or a certain amount of grammar structure to start speaking. I just started speaking. Um, and the main thing that made me feel good was the reaction. So if I went up to someone and I was like, "Hola, cómo está tu día?" And they would be like, "Whoa, like you speak Spanish or your Spanish is really good, right?" And that's the motivation for me to like keep going. So I just took every little thing that I would learn and just use it. Um, It says I actually found your channel a while ago, but never subscribed until your live feed from the other day came up in my algorithm. Oh, okay, very interesting. Yeah, one thing about me, oh God, honest moment here. One thing about me is I've been super, super, super inconsistent. Just with YouTube, I have moments of like feeling like I want to do YouTube, and then other feelings of feeling like I don't want to do YouTube, and then adding on like personal things to my life. Um, I don't know. I remember my dad telling me one time, I guess he was watching some kind of speech or something, and basically the guy in the speech was saying that it's hard to be creative in chaos. And so I guess that's kind of true. Like it's hard to want to pick up a camera or want to be on a platform when your life is super super hectic or super super chaotic, or and then I'm 21 years old, and I'm like trying to figure life out and like all these different things, and so it's very difficult sometimes, but I'm here. um I am here. And the other day, I realized that like I need to show up because this is not for me. Like this is for other people out there who are really needing stuff like this. That this like I'm creating something that doesn't exist already, pretty much. And so I just feel like I have a duty. That's what I'm trying to say. I have a duty to be here. So whether I want to be here or not, put that to a side and come on here and get to work, pretty much. And so no more inconsistency for me. Um, Me encanta toda la comida menos cebollas y pimientas. Okay, a mí tampoco me gusta la cebolla, um, but I do like pimientas. Definitely going to spread the word. Thank you so much. I think I may have found you from Nika Flow channel. Yes, Nika Flow. Actually, what's so crazy is Nika Flow sent us a message. I think it was today, or it could have been last night. But he sent us a voice message today. It was really nice to hear his voice too. I hadn't talked to Nika Flow or a lot of the members in the group from the live in a very long time. I think my first time talking to them in a while was like yesterday or today. And so that was pretty cool. But yeah, Nika Flow is the one that kind of started this whole like live thing or whatever. And I kind of just did it on my channel and kind of like added my own little twist to it and, you know, doing things like that. I don't know what the heck this woman wants. But yes, Nika Flow Live, those days were really cool. Boss man, you're awesome. We appreciate you a lot, DB. I really appreciate you guys way more than you guys appreciate me. That is for sure. I brag about the community all the time to my friends and family. I'm just like, wow, like it's one thing to do something, it's another thing to do something and people support what you do, people like what you do. Like it's just super super cool. um what you guys are doing is incredible. Can't wait till it really pops off. Yeah, it's gonna pop off. I know that to be true. Thank you so much. You know what else would be really incredible? If you guys come up here, that'll be incredible. I'm telling you, it'll be really cool. um I'm going to be on about maybe like 15 more minutes. Um, we had planned to go ice skating today. We're going ice skating tonight, and I forgot about it. But I told them like I don't want to not come on live today because I'm not skipping any days, and I'm no unless it's an emergency. I'm going to be here Monday through Saturday, and so but I told them I wouldn't stay the whole time, so we could leave early. But yeah, I still want to come on here and speak with you guys. Is it difficult to learn general Spanish in a specific is it difficult to learn general Spanish in a specific dialect? Because I'm also learning Puerto Rican Spanish. It's the one that interests me the most. I think you can learn both. I think um learning general Spanish while also learning the Puerto Rican Spanish is you can do that. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to do that. Now the thing is, I always say it depends on like what's the amount, like what's the kind of people you live by. So me in Texas, I live in Texas, and there's lots of Mexicans that live here. Now there's lots of Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, stuff like that too, but the Mexicans are the majority here, right? So I know that 9 times out of 10, when I'm coming in contact with someone who speaks Spanish here in Texas, they're going to be Mexican, and so it's good to like be able to speak that like neutral general Spanish so that you can understand them and they can understand you. But if you live around a lot of Puerto Ricans, I don't see what the problem will be. Um, no, I don't see what the problem will be at all with that. Very true about Texas. Yes, I've been in Texas many years now, and Spanish everywhere, which is also a plus. I love that. I get to speak the language every single day. Every day. If I go to a hospital, a dentist appointment, if I go to a store, if I go to the gas station, if I go to the bank, like everything, there's always somebody who speaks Spanish all the time, all the time, all the time, without fail, all the time, all the time, all the time. So the practice is every day, all the time, every day, every day, every day, which I love. What is something you have done to learn Spanish that you would say helped you see the most progress? The most progress. Again, it would just be going out and speaking. That is the way to see the most progress is just to speak. And also I was the kind of person who, I don't know if you guys do this, but when I was learning, I would watch a show or I would watch a movie with like the subtitles on, and I would write down literally, and it was very time consuming. It really is, I will admit, but I would write down every phrase, mostly phrases, not really so much words. I mostly focus on phrases, and I would write them down, and I would look up what they mean, and then I would use them immediately. Like I would go out and use them. Do you have parents or relatives that speak Spanish? I do. So my dad's family speaks Spanish. So my grandma, my cousins, my aunties, they speak Spanish. Not the whole family, but like my grandma does. All of her relatives do. My grandma has 9 siblings, so all of them do. And then my aunties, like they speak Spanish. So a great amount of people on my dad's side of the family, they speak Spanish. Um, yes. And that's actually my motivation for even like speaking Spanish today, um, is to feel more connected to my family and to the roots and stuff like that. So that's why I even speak Spanish today. Yes, yes, yes. Um, cool. That's great. You're like a celebrity here. LOL. I never look at me as a celebrity. And I don't look at you guys as fans. I hate when people say that. You guys are supporters, and I appreciate all of your support. I agree that speaking is so important along with listening. Listening without speaking is how you get people that can understand language but can't speak, and that is what I have to realize in myself. Actually, you just said something that I really never even thought about. Um, Listening without speaking is how you get people that can understand the language but can't speak it. Wow, that's actually a great point. I know for myself, I used to always wonder, like, how in the world does someone understand something but can't speak it? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. But you saying that actually makes sense. That actually like put something in perspective for me. Thank you for that. I subscribed to your channel months ago when I was looking for Spanish YouTuber channels to help me with learning Spanish. So glad you're back. I am back. I am back. And I always just say I'm back and I would disappear. And I would be like, I'm back, and I'll be gone. But like this time I'm actually back. And I think with the lives, one thing about the lives is just it's better. You just get to jump on the live, have the conversations. People come on, we practice Spanish, talk about different things, and then we get off. And it doesn't have to be okay, let me figure out what kind of video I want to create, go out, get the camera, record the video, transfer footage from the camera to the computer, and then put it in this editing software, edit the video. Like that's so much more work than this. And so while there will be YouTube videos coming to the channel, you can expect me here live at least 6 days a week. That's for sure. So yes. And then if you guys are also wondering, like, why did I even start a YouTube channel in the first place? I'm gonna be honest with you. I never wanted to start a YouTube channel, but my dad actually plays a big role in me on social media and me in my language like journey. But my dad was like, you should do YouTube. And this when I was 17. I'm 21 now, but when I was 17, my dad was like, you should do YouTube. And I was like, like I don't want to do YouTube. And then I was like, actually, I do want to do YouTube, but I want to be a vlogger. So I'm like, I want to vlog my life. I want to just vlog anything and just like make it. And I used to do vlogging and like they wouldn't pick up. Like no one would watch my videos. Nobody would like them. Nobody would comment on them. And not that they were bad, but like that's just not what people want to see from me. And then my dad was like, people want to see the black guy speak Spanish. Like get on YouTube and like speak Spanish. Like that's what people want to see. People want to see you do that. That's cool to see. Like you don't get to see that every day. And one day I just listened to him and I was like, okay, fine. And I made a video and I uploaded it and it got a lot of traction. It got a lot of comments. It got a lot of likes. It got me subscribers. I was like, oh, snap. But I still didn't want to do it. I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that. But now that I have the numbers and I have the subscribers, let me do something else. And still, people were not interested. You should put dad and grandma on to talk with us. My grandma actually, if you go back on one of my lives, I don't know which live it was. My grandma actually came on the live and spoke Spanish with the people that were on the panel. I think it was about 5 or 6 people that were on, and she came on and spoke with them. I want to have my aunt on, mi tia, who's also from Panama, to come on too. I can probably still get them on. I'm not sure. But my dad would come on, but my dad doesn't speak Spanish. Mi papá no habla español. So si él viene acá, él solamente va a tener que hablar en inglés, porque papi no habla español, desafortunadamente. Mi papi no habla español. He doesn't speak Spanish, but my grandma does. But my dad could come on, and he could like talk about, I guess, what he's seen in me and why I did YouTube and all the things like that. I mean, he could do that, but he he doesn't speak. He doesn't speak. But yeah, my dad plays a huge part in it, and I'm really grateful to my dad, just for believing in me, I guess. But yeah, that's why I started YouTube. If you guys are wondering how we got here, that is how we got here. And then I just realized that social media and stuff like that is about a service you can provide for people, what people are in need of, and what do you have that other people could use from you. And for me, it's the ability and the skill to like speak Spanish as a self-taught person and giving tips and tricks and helping people to learn the language. And I feel like that is what my purpose is for social media. And so I'll keep it to that. And I'll leave the vlogs for something else. I'll take a picture of this so I can show my dad that you guys like want him in. I'll see what he says about it. I'm sure he'll say yeah, he wouldn't mind. I'll figure out something what we can do. I'm going to be on about 5 to 10 more minutes. So if there's any other questions or anything that you guys would like to ask or anything like that, I would love to see. Also, that you guys are in here, what kind of videos would you guys like to see as far as long form content on the channel, outside of the live itself? Like, what kind of videos would you guys love to see? I know when I was looking at my statistics and looking at my numbers, a lot of you guys enjoy the like me speaking with other Spanish people, me speaking with natives, stuff like that. Like you guys enjoy those videos a lot as well. I enjoy creating them, but those are not as easy to do only because a lot of people don't like to be on camera. And so that's what makes it kind of like difficult, because people are always willing to talk to me in Spanish. That's never a problem. But to get a camera in front of them, that's kind of like la parte más difícil, ¿me entiende? That's like the hard part. I like to see you out in the streets talking. Absolutely. Happy New Year. Do you have any advice for balancing Spanish with a busy schedule? I feel like I'm in a constant loop of picking it up and setting it down. I'll respond to this. So I like to see you out talking in the street. Those are my kind of favorite videos as well. Like I was just saying, I want to do those, but it's hard sometimes because people don't want to be on camera. But I'm gonna figure out something I can do. I have a few videos that I will be uploading this month of me talking with other people in Spanish. So I really know that you guys are gonna like those videos. Happy New Year's to you, Mookie. Do I have any advice for balancing Spanish with a busy schedule? Well, this is what I will say to you. I'm sure you're not working like 24 hours a day. I hope you're not working 24 hours a day. Let's start there. You can do things like when you're in the car from like one place to another, maybe put something on in Spanish, maybe audiobook or podcast or something. have it on as you're driving, repeat what it is that they're saying. You can speak with yourself in Spanish. Those are some things you can do. And you don't have to dedicate 2, 3, 4 hours a day to Spanish. You can literally dedicate like an hour a day, 30 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day. Small progress every day is what builds. You don't have to have like a large amount of progress in a day and then you don't come back for 3 days and then you do come back for like 6 hours. Like, no, 15 minutes a day, that adds up. 20 minutes a day, that adds up. I would say things like that. And I would also say to come up here with us and practice Spanish every day, except for Sundays. But you can come up here and practice speaking um, all the time. I would. Did you use the book Madrigal Magic Key to Spanish to learn it? No, the only book I ever used to learn Spanish was Mastering Spanish Vocabulary and Mastering Spanish Grammar. Those are the only books I ever used outside of like in Spanish class and them having textbooks that they assigned us. Other than that, me going to a library or buying books, those were the only books I ever used. I haven't used any other books outside of those two books. I would love to see recommendations for ways to learn Spanish, books, shows, podcasts, songs, apps, etc. Okay, that'll be a good video to do. We talk a lot about all those things here in the lives as well, but I'm sure I can maybe make a video about that. Small progress leads to big progress over time. Absolutely, that is true. Hey DB, be safe tonight. Have fun with la familia. Esta noche hablamos más tarde, mi amigo. Bueno, gracias por haber venido. Siempre es un placer hablarles a ustedes y verlos acá. Feliz año nuevo, again. Y pues sí, nos vemos. Mañana yo estaré aquí también, por si quieres venir acá y hablar. Spanish vlogs for listening practice. I'm gonna try a Spanish vlog because I tried vlogs and I'm gonna try a Spanish vlog. I'm gonna try to do a vlog in Spanish. I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna see what happens. And if you guys like it, then you'll get more. But if not, if not, if not, honestly, any Spanish speaking content you post is fine, including your personal recommendations. Okay. So I think somebody was telling me that too. That is, you guys don't really care what I post as long as it has to do with Spanish, which that makes sense because that's the main thing is Spanish. Um, Spanish is a decent resource for comprehension input if you're looking for videos aimed at beginners and intermediate. Yeah, I don't know anything about dreaming Spanish. I think someone mentioned that yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, in the live. I'm not sure. I just don't like that they have no Caribbean representation. I just listen to Puerto Rican radio station and their podcast to supplement dreaming Spanish. Thank you for advice. I feel like I get obsessed with how long it's going to take to learn, mainly because I'm around a lot of Spanish speakers and I try to speak with them, but I'm still a beginner. The thing is, there's this saying that comparison is a thief of joy, and I really believe that. I really believe it is the thief of joy. And if you're always looking at how far someone else is or like how great they are, how fluent they are, you're gonna miss out on your progress. And I know because I've been somebody who has never spoken second language to going through the process to now being fluent in two. And I can say being on the side of fluency is cool, but the real like experiment and all that comes with from the process. So be in the process and embrace your mistakes, embrace you saying things the wrong way, embrace you not being able to understand something in that moment, and don't like ponder yourself about it. Just enjoy those moments because I think about that all the time. I'm like, man, like there used to be a time I couldn't understand that, and now I do, and that was cool. And the progress, the process rather, was the cool part about it. Like being fluent is really cool. Don't get me wrong, but going through that process is even cooler. So it will take you some time, which is normal. It's normal, but um, you'll look back and you'll be like, gosh, like the fun really was in the process of me learning. So that's the thing. The expert anything was also once a beginner. That is true. Yeah. Like I didn't get here overnight at all. Like I did not get here overnight. It took me a while. But again, I'm sure you guys are older. then 18, 19, whatever. You guys probably have bills, children, all the things. When I started learning, I was a child in elementary school and I had nothing but chores, schoolwork, and that was it. Like I didn't have anything else that distracted me from anything. And that was my life. That was my everyday life. The fear of speaking is real, LOL, but I'm also a little shy in my native language also. Yes, the other day I was speaking to a group of Spanish speaking people and I actually got nervous. Like, yo me puse nervioso. And I'm like, bro, why am I nervous? I know I speak Spanish. I think that's just, I don't know. The fear of speaking is real. Absolutely. I hear you. Having more opportunities to speak more will help with that. Yes, yeah. And like I said, this is a safe space, so you don't have to feel really shy. Even though I know being shy is something that people just are sometimes, but I feel like once you get up here and you speak and you speak and you speak, that shyness will like se te va a quitar. It will like go away. This platform will definitely help. italki has been great too. I heard a lot of people use italki. I used italki twice in my whole life for Korean lessons, and it was great. The teacher on there, she was phenomenal. She was really great. Her patience was just like outstanding. The way that she was just great. So my experience the two times I have done italki, they were really, really great. But I've never used italki or anything like that for Spanish. Um, Me personally, I never felt the need to pay anybody to teach me Spanish when it was like I had free access to it within my family. But one thing I would say is if something like this existed, I would have loved to pay for this. Like being a part of a community rather, not so much someone just teaching me, but being a part of a community of people who we're all learning the same thing, and like they're able to help me, I'm able to help them, and we're able to like have moments of conversation, answer Q&A. Like I would have loved to pay for something like that, for sure. Mm, okay, so yes guys, um again, you guys are really cool. Like seriously, I really appreciate you guys so much. Um, I'm trying to see if any more comments are coming through. Sometimes they come through slow on my end. Um, so I'm waiting to see. Mookie says I would definitely practice with y'all. Yes, absolutely, man. Um, like I said, you guys can DM me on Instagram, or you guys can find me on TikTok or Facebook or whatever platform you have. You just shoot me a message like, "Hey, I want to be on the live. Can you send me a link?" And I will send you guys a link. I'm sure as we grow, I'm gonna have to figure out something because right now it's kind of like first come first serve. But I think a total of like 9 people, including myself, 10, can be on the panel at once. And so if it ever gets to a point where like 10, 15, 20 people want to join the panel, um, I'm gonna have to figure out what I want to do in that regards. But as of right now, like I'm sure if you guys want to join, that's no problem. You guys can. Um, and yeah, hopefully next week. I'm trying to shoot for next week to start implementing the routine that I have. So if you're new in the live, I kind of want to give you guys a breakdown of like what I want to do. So on Mondays will be role play. So like you guys come up here, anybody who's on the panel will be up here and we'll set up a scenario and we'll role play. That's to help with learning more vocabulary. That's to help with just getting comfortable with speaking and like real life scenarios. And then Tuesdays is going to be 2 parts to Tuesdays. So it'll be storytelling, which you guys will be able to come up here and tell any story you want, mainly focusing on the past tense. You know, in Spanish, we have the pretérito and the imperfecto, 2 different past tense in Spanish. So that'll give you guys an opportunity to work on that. We'll walk you through it. We'll help you. Don't feel ashamed. Don't be embarrassed. We got you. And then also the second part will be collaborative storytelling. So, for example, like I'll give a sentence and then the next person will give a sentence. And then by the end of it, we should have created a mini story using everybody's sentence. And it has to make sense and it can't just be like all over the place, but storytelling. Aiden, espero que te diviertas. Hey, have a good day. I'm gonna be here again tomorrow, so if you guys want to stop by. Igualmente, muchísimas gracias. Yes, I skipped my first time. I'll tell you guys about my experience tomorrow. Happy New Year's. My shyness anxiety leads me away from wanting to test my progress. Yes, imperfecto and potato practice would be phenomenal. Absolutely. What time or time zone do you live in? So I live in Texas. I think that's Central Time. I live in Texas, and right now it is 7:13. Um, and then on Wednesdays, I want to do current events. So it's moments where we talk about like different events that are happening in different Spanish speaking countries, what we think about it, how we feel, things like that. On Thursdays, I want to do trivia. On Fridays, I'm going to have a guest that comes up from a different country. So I was going to have him on this week, but the way it's looking, I'm probably going to wait and have him on next Friday. But for example, he's from Dominican Republic. He's going to come in. Um, he will be speaking in Spanish. And I mean, for your live streams. Oh, for the live streams will be 7:30 to not sorry 6:30 to 8 p.m. So 6:30 p.m. till 8 p.m. Will be the live streams. So if you ever want to join, you can. Um, Again, Fridays I'm going to have a guest on. They'll talk to us a little bit about their country, what's going on, some of their like most popular dishes, what's life like for them in their country, maybe teaching us some slang words from within their country that you guys can take and use. And then at the end there will be opportunity for Q&A from anybody, the comments, the panel, whatever. And then on Saturdays, you guys will be able to tell me what's like your favorite songs in Spanish, and I'll pull the lyrics up and we will go through the song, break down the lyrics so you guys can understand the different similes, metaphors, slang words, all the things. And then on Sundays, right now, it's no lives. That may change, but as of right now, Sundays will be like a day off for me. And so that's my plan. Um, Again, Monday through Saturday, and then from 6:30 p.m. until 8 p.m. Will be the lives. So I want to do 6:30 to 7:30, but the way I love Spanish and the way you guys love Spanish and the conversation and stuff, I just feel like that extra 30 minutes is actually like pretty needed. So I'll keep that extra 30 minutes, and it'll be from 6:30 to 8 p.m. So that's my plan, just to have things more structured, just so we're not on here kind of like waiting for the next person to say something or anything like that. Um, It'll be super cool. So I'm really excited about it. That'll probably start all next week, and I'll still be coming on this week, just talking to you guys, answering any questions, and just checking in. My main thing that I'm focusing on is just being consistent. That's my main thing. Is being consistent. Obviously, I do want to grow, but I know with consistency that's going to come anyways. But my main thing has been my main battle rather has been consistency, showing up every single day. And so right now, that's just my focus. That's it. That's all. Estar aquí todos los días, literalmente, sin perder un día, without missing a day. So that's where I'm at with that. As the said, I love it. Absolutely. I came up with that. I'm just like, man, this seems like I just want everything to be structured and for people to be able to come here and then take away something. Like, I don't want you guys just to come here and be like, oh, okay, well, that was a waste of time. Like, I want you guys to come here. It'd be fun. Conversations are great. Energy is great. And you guys also walk away learning something new, whether that be a new like grammar point, new phrase, new words, understanding certain things that maybe you guys were like not understanding clearly once before. Like, I just want you guys to be able to walk away from my lives having learned something new and feeling a little bit more confident within yourself and your Spanish speaking abilities. Do you have a Discord server? I do not have a Discord. I heard people talking about it, but no, I don't have a Discord. I just have YouTube for now. I'm also working on something else that I'm putting together. But the thing that I'm working on putting together is actually going to be like a monthly charge or whatever, which is going to be way much more in depth than what we do here on the lives. But yeah, I'll be talking more about that within like another week and a half or so. Um, I'm finishing up some stuff with it, and then I'll be able to talk about it. But that I'm working on is like a paid service thing. So Um, so yes, yo estoy. I'm gonna talk in Spanish for a little bit, and if you guys have any questions, you guys can ask. Pero me siento súper bien agradecido. Literalmente me siento súper bendecido de poder ver otro día, otro año más de vida. Like, wow, otro año más de vida. Hoy me levanto, yo amanecí súper contento, like, llena de alegría, de emoción. Um, ¿Qué yo hice? Yo fui para el gimnasio, yo desayuné súper bien, comí comida muy rico. Um, y pues nada, yo estoy sumamente feliz de lo que va a pasar este año. Yo sé que todo lo que yo me proponga, um, hold on. I don't know why this thing keeps doing that. Hello. Anyways, yo sé que todo lo que yo me proponga en este año se va a hacer realidad. And so for that reason, I'm just like, wow, I'm just so ecstatic. I'm so ecstatic for this year. Like, I feel like it's going to be one of the best years yet, literally. Me alegro que estés feliz, pana. Sí, Miguel, ¿cómo estás? Tú me mandaste mensaje y yo no lo vi. Espérate. No, tú no me mandaste ningún mensaje. Pero yo estoy súper bien. También me alegra a mí también que tú estés bien también. ¿Cómo pasaste tu día libre? ¿Cómo te fue anoche? ¿Cómo te fue hoy? El primer día de enero, el primer día del año nuevo. ¿Cómo te sientes, Miguel? Miguel, Miguel, Miguel. Espérense. Voy a ver algo. Hábleme, Miguel. Habla, habla, habla. ¿Qué me cuenta? No hice absolutamente nada hoy. ¿Descansaste? Muy perezoso. Ah, te lo merece. Porque tú trabajas, no sé, 55 horas a la semana. Uy, increíble. Um, so you definitely need that. Ustedes pueden escuchar a los perros ahí roncando. Están roncando como si trabajaran dos trabajos o algo así. I don't know. These dogs are over here snoring super, super loud as if they work 2, 3, 4 jobs. Um, yes, 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 yes. Anyways, mi gente, um, 21, 5. I'll probably stay on like another 5 minutes. I keep saying that, but I need to get ready soon. Escuché tu nuevo horario para el canal. Me parece bien. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's the new schedule. That's the new plan. I'm just excited about it. It has more structure. If, like I said, if any of you guys know, have seen any of the lives prior to the last two or three, if you guys go back on my lives and you watch them, they were cool. Don't get me wrong, but they were not very structured. Uh, and when there's no structure, there's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of sitting around wondering what's next, who's gonna say what, and ain't nobody got time for that. This time to go around. Like we don't got time for that. So um, I sat down and came up with the whole plan, a schedule, all the things. Made sure it was sounds cool. Made sure it sounded entertaining. Also that it was a bit informative. People walked away with something, and it was great. So there's that. Um, I'm gonna give you guys time to ask any more questions or any comments, and in about the next like 3 minutes or so, I'm gonna go ahead and log off. But I'm gonna give you guys time to send in any comments or anything that you guys would like to say. I'm trying to keep track of the time so that way I don't so that way I don't miss it because we're going ice skating. And I'm super nervous about it because I know I'm gonna be falling. I've never been ice skating before, so this is the first. Um, so yo estoy un poquito nervioso, de verdad, porque es algo que yo nunca había hecho antes. Let's see if any comments will come before I get off. If not, it's fine. ¿Has tomado uno de esos exámenes? No, never. Um, I have never taken any Spanish test, anything, nothing like that. What is the live stream for tomorrow? So the live streams, the schedule that I had made for Monday through Saturday, that won't start until next week. So what's Monday? Espérate, give me a moment. Let me go to the calendar. So that won't start until Monday the 6th. Monday the 6th is when the whole scheduling will start. But tomorrow I'm gonna come on and you guys could it just be kind of like what we're doing today. More conversations, more questions, things like that. And if you want to join the panel, you could. And we can have conversation like face to face. But other than that, I'm just showing up every day. My main goal was just to be consistent, just to show up every day. So that's what we're doing right now. And then next week, Monday, is when the days and the activities and stuff will start. I'm sure you'll get it in time with time. Yeah, hopefully so. I'm gonna be so embarrassed. Oh my god, ice skating is fun. I love it. It seems fun. It really does seem like a lot of fun, but it seems hard as well. Deberías hacerlo. Supuestamente mi nivel es C1. Really? I don't know anything about these tests. What level is what? What's the high level? What's the low level? I don't know anything about these tests. Um, I never thought about taking a test. I just felt like a test wasn't going to tell me if I was fluent or not. I don't know. I think real life situations were going to tell me if I was fluent. Um, and according to me and the way I'm able to navigate through these Spanish speaking streets with these Spanish speaking people, these native speaking people, people who don't speak English people, and I'm able to communicate and tell jokes and laugh and have conversations and all the things, I think that's better than a test. I don't know. But if you send me like an app or something to take the test, I probably just take it just for fun. I don't know. What is your Instagram? I'll put it in the chat. It is DEMONTR1. Actually, I'm gonna give you my other Instagram because I have two. I have a personal one, and then I have one I just made for my Spanish learning. Let me get the name. Let me make sure I don't give you the wrong name. Hold on. So it is Demontre Spanish. That's the name of it. So DMONTRESPAN. So it's Demontre Spanish. It looks like this here. Let me see if it'll let you see it. It looks like that there. I actually uploaded a video on there as well. If you guys want to go check that out, that's the YouTube channel where you guys can hit me up on to get the link. I have to edit that into my bio on YouTube for you guys to be able to find me like that. But you can hit me up on there. You can request the link. And tomorrow, I normally send the links out maybe like 5 or 10 minutes before I actually go live. And you can come on and we can meet you, have conversation, welcome you to the community, and we can go from there. So that is that. Other than that, guys, I thank you guys so much for sticking around. I thank you guys so much for all your questions, all your comments, everything. I really appreciate it. Again, I'll be here tomorrow from 6:30 to 8 p.m. So I think I just got a follow from you. I will see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same time. Muchísimas gracias a todos ustedes por haber venido, por todos sus comentarios, por todo el amor. Siempre agradecido, siempre, siempre, siempre. Siempre un placer también verlos y hablarles a todo el mundo. Y pues nos vemos mañana. I hope you guys have a great night. And tomorrow I will be coming back with letting you guys know how ice skating how ice skating went for me. Wish me luck. All right, guys. I am out. Peace.